when you put yourself in certain places and situations and you move a certain way,
yeah,
you know, your network grows.
No,
now,
facts,
I can't say I can call Obama, but I'm 2 phone calls away from him.
Okay.
Because I know somebody that I can call that can call him.
You know somebody that knows somebody that can get to him.
I can call this person.
Yeah.
And that person can call Obama.
What the name of this show?
I Talk Great.
I Talk Great. Are you a business owner, entrepreneur, entertainer, and you got a story to tell? You want to get your brand out there to the world? Well, you reached the right place. Let's set up an exclusive interview between me and you. I Talk Great, and we're going to go ahead and get your brand out there to the world. But here what you do. Go ahead and send me an email with the words gray at italkgraymedia@gmail.com. See you soon.
Bro, it got to be a good thing that you could vibe from all these generations. Like, it's Jodeci here right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah. How y'all feeling this Jodeci right now? Woo! Yeah, some real music.
Yeah, definitely real music.
You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for my man Shabazz OG in the building. Y'all already know what it is. It's Mr. Williams with the I Talk Great podcast. We are here. How you doing, brother?
I can't complain, man. Everything good.
I see.
Running on low octane. Not much sleep. Had a busy day yesterday, but I'm good. We here.
Hey, we got to do it, man.
Yeah,
I see you came dripped up and draped out.
I mean, it's just how I dress.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah, I just like to be comfortable.
Nah, I feel you, brother.
You know, I just like to be comfortable.
Yeah. No, we got to, man. Yo, you say you running on low fuel. I mean, we got my girl Amiga Cafe in the building. You want something real quick? Like,
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I just had
I don't know what.
I mean, sleep. Running on low sleep. My fuel.
Okay.
I had a long day yesterday.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, so but I'm good though.
Okay. Now, but what keep you going though? Like, even though you running on like low fuel, like what keeps that passion fired up in you though?
I told you I was coming, so I came. I said I was gonna be here, so I'm here.
Nah, facts. No, but I like that though, integrity.
Yeah, I said I was coming for sure.
So I ain't gonna say, I ain't trying to put your age out there,
Gonna put it out there. I'm proud to be 55.
55, yo, let's give it up. I got 55 in the building.
Yeah, don't hide mine. Give me all mine. I worked hard for these double nickels.
Okay, so
yeah, I need that.
So you don't mind them calling you like a gilf or?
I don't know what's. I know what a MILF is.
You know we got MILFs, right?
What's a gilf?
Then it's a gilf. Our grandpa. I mean, I can't say.
Oh, grandpa.
One of the ladies, y'all gotta say.
Oh, so the G is for grandpa.
Yeah, grandpa or grandma.
I mean, I don't mind.
G or G-pa.
I mean. Nah, I mean, I guess I got 3 grandchildren, so.
3 grandchildren?
Yeah.
What?
My daughter married with my daughter's 32, married with 3 kids. My son, and I got a 26-year-old son.
26-year-old son?
Yeah.
Yo, clap that up, man. But how? So how are you like navigating with all this new parenting that's going on? Well, I wouldn't say new, but there's like access to different styles of parenting now than it was back in the day.
Oh, no, my kids grown and they raised on the old school principles already.
Okay.
And they kids and my daughter's children are getting the old school principles. So I don't have this new parenting challenge.
Okay. Well, my parents was from Trinidad, right?
Uh-huh.
So back in Trinidad, they would say things like, boy, get over here, boy. So when I got a little bit older, I realized just saying the word boy, especially coming from the Caribbean background, these were like slave master terms. You know what I'm saying? So I know you said you don't really deal with the whole, new stuff, but I think now when it comes to like therapy, these things are like put out here more. So do you believe in therapy? Because I know back in the day, it was kind of shunned more so like in the Black community.
I mean, it's not that I don't believe in it. I just don't participate in it. I mean, my mother has 6 children. I'm her oldest. And I'm the only one that didn't go to therapy with her and my brothers and sisters when, my mom was suffering from depression in the 90s. Yeah. I was already out of the house. I was outside. I was in the street.
Okay.
I met her therapist because she talked about me so much in her sessions, but I never attended. And and I'm grateful because for me, like, and this is just my personal journey.
Yeah.
I learned over a course of time the value of self-awareness, accountability, being able to face my inhibitions as well as my successes.
Yeah.
I learned how to look in the mirror and say you was wrong. You know, I learned how to have the conversations that somebody else would have with me about my actions or things that I was doing or going through. I learned to have them with myself. I learned how to deal with women from getting my heart broke by every woman that I ever loved. I learned how to deal with women through paying attention to what I did wrong and how I ruined my marriage and not blaming nobody else. So I taught myself accountability, and really that's all therapy is. You going to somebody for them to tell you what your problems are when you express to them what's wrong and you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, like I just said, I got a 26-year-old son, and I was talking to my son maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was having a conversation with him about, you know, why haven't you, you know, you don't call much to ask advice. You don't call much to say, you know, Dad, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Like, you know, are you good? I called him, you know, that's my wellness check on my son. And he was like, I'm all the way good. He said, because when I do go through things, you know, I'm gonna call you or I'm gonna call mommy, but I don't call because the way y'all raised me, I already know what y'all gonna say. So I already had a conversation with myself.
Okay.
So now who I am has rubbed off on my kid. Yeah. And now he, you know, and again, it's not against anybody who goes to therapy, because some people actually absolutely need it because they may not have been getting sound advice. Yeah. They may not know how to face, you know, their inhibitions. They may not know how to, you know, articulate themselves to themselves. You know, I was blessed enough to be able to do that. So, you know, when it comes to me and my issues, me and you could get in an argument right now, figuratively speaking. First thing I'm gonna do is ask myself, what could I have done for that not to happen? Instead of you.
Yeah, pointing a finger.
And I tell people all the time, when we keep asking, how do we change the world? How do Black people get better? How do we this? How do we that? Accountability. Accountability changes everything, man.
But so I get where you're coming from in terms of that you take accountability.
Right.
But why don't you think the majority of us, especially as colored people, don't take accountability?
Because it's easy to blame somebody else. It's easy to say you did it.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's easy to say you did it. It's easy for me and you to get into a situation and I'm only thinking about how you made me feel.
Yeah.
And I don't have to consider how I made you feel.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that because self-preservation is the first law of nature. Everybody gonna protect themselves first.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's easy to not be accountable. It's hard to be accountable. It's hard to say I'm sorry. It's hard to say my bad. It's hard to say, you know what, you right.
Yeah.
You know, I could have did that differently. But see, these are the things, when you're able to accomplish that, that's what make you a real nigga, as we say. That's what make you a boss. You know what I'm saying? You're a boss and you can be accountable for your own actions. You're a man when you be accountable for your own actions.
So would you say like you're in tune with feminine principles?
1,000%.
Okay, let's give it a clap.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why you'll never see me have these ridiculous debates or arguments that you be seeing on a lot of other platforms. Because at the end of the day, I don't care about who's right. I care about what's right. And it's too much. It's
spitting bars out the gate.
You know, it's too much who.
Yeah.
It's too much who and not enough what.
Yeah. But where'd you get that type of mindset from? Because even now, like I tell a lot of dudes, like, yo, it's okay to be in tune with the feminine principles. I'm not saying you're gonna be walking around with a purse and shit. I'm just saying you understand the principles of it. So where did you think that came from with you?
I love women too much not to understand them. You understand what I'm saying? Like I love them too much not to understand them. Like you gotta try to, you know, you might not know everything.
No,
but
facts.
You gotta be willing to put forth the effort. And like I said, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like my ex-wife, my son's mom, you know, they say you get one in a lifetime. I had mine. You know, I blew it. But the blessing is, you know, we got a beautiful son out the deal that we co-parented for the last 26 years, never had an argument.
Good co-parenting?
Never had a disagreement.
Yo, clap that up.
Like
I hope a
can't
lot
even,
of y'all new women is listening to this.
Yeah, I
because
can't.
that's-
I don't relate to a bitter baby mama.
So you never been to court. You never got subpoenaed.
And I cheated. And I cheated. I'm divorced because I cheated. My wife came to visit me in prison and asked me, when you come home, are you still gonna be dealing with this girl you was dealing before you left? And I looked in her face and told her, yeah.
What?
And I got divorce papers in jail.
Okay, sorry. I gotta unpack that.
Yeah, see, I talk heavy.
I gotta unpack.
Yeah, I talk heavy.
I gotta
what's
unpack
happening?
that.
Yeah.
Right? I gotta unpack that.
Unpack
So-
neatly though.
Yes,
You know,
neatly.
unpack neatly.
Yes, and clean, right?
You dig?
So I know your name is Shabazz OG.
Right.
So I don't want to assume, are you a part of the Muslim faith?
I am Muslim, yep.
Okay,
I am
so
Muslim.
isn't polygamy a part of that whole movement?
It is when you do it the way it's supposed to be done.
I mean, so how is it supposed to be done? Because I figured, you know what I'm saying, like that would be
When-
okay.
First of all, in Islam, there's no boyfriends and girlfriends. There's only husbands and wives.
Okay.
So when you practicing polygyny, that's
Is it polygyny or polygamy?
Polygyny is when a man has multiple wives. Polygamy is when a woman has more than one husband.
Really?
Polyamory, see, I know all this.
Oh, snap. Yo, take us to school. I don't know. I got to pull this up on Google real quick.
Yeah, if you
got it confused.
Yeah, if you look it up, if you look up polygamy is when a woman has multiple husbands. Polygyny is when a man has multiple wives. Polyamory is when two single people have an open relationship and an understanding that they do what they do outside of one another, but still, deal with each other collectively. So that's polyamory.
Okay. Yo, because I went to Africa, right? I went to Kenya,
Right.
Nairobi. And when we went outside of the city, like, because we stayed in the Hilton, and we went out to side of the safari. It was the Maasai tribe. That man had like 10 wives. So I figured, this is the way that we would have been living if we were never really colonialized. You know what I'm saying?
No, you would have been. This is what, like, to your point about my situation.
Yeah.
I wasn't married Islamically. She would have been. My ex-wife would have went in any direction that I led her into.
Okay.
That's how much she loved me. But
Okay.
at the time we were married, but I didn't get married Islamically, and she hadn't taken her shahada to be Muslim. So anything I did outside of that was cheating.
Okay.
That's just what that was.
Okay.
So, and it had nothing to do with her. Like, it wasn't her fault. I didn't blame her or none of that. Those are the choices and decisions that I made as a young man, a young immature man.
Yeah.
But the thing about her, going back to the co-parenting, I had the perfect recipe to be in court. I had the perfect recipe for her to hate me. I had the perfect recipe for her to try to keep my son away from me. But
Yeah.
she's so solid, that wasn't even a question.
What's
It
her
wasn't.
sign?
She's a Libra, October 19th.
Okay, Libras in the building.
You know what I mean? Like, she just wasn't, it just wasn't, like, what we went through had nothing to do with us having a kid. And her position was very clear. Like, she never would have took me to court.
Wow.
She wouldn't have did it anyway, even if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, because her motto would have been, you'll regret that one day. The court system, what they gonna give her, $53 a month, $53 a week or something, like,
Well, it ain't like that now. You got dudes getting taxed.
I mean, it just depends on what state you in and all that. But the ultimate, the thing about it is, man, like, when you want to be a parent, that's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I got it. Like I said, my daughter, 32, 3 kids, married. But I didn't know she was my daughter until she was 8 years old.
Oh,
But
wow.
from the day I found out she was mine, I've been there.
Okay.
From day one.
So what do
Me,
you think?
my mom, my family.
But what do you think stops some men? Because I hear a lot of women say, I don't know why he ain't here, da 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 da. But what do you think stops some men from not being there for their kids?
They don't want to be. It's simple. Like, this life shit not hard.
Really?
Make it hard. If
Okay, we're gonna clap it up for that.
If I'm with this lady, right? If me and this lady together, and we made a kid,
Yeah.
and she and I just can't. It's done. Like, we just can't get it together.
Okay.
What do that got to do with the baby?
What about if something is going on psychologically though?
I mean, that's a different conversation. if it's something clinical going on, but most times it's not clinical, it's egotistical.
Okay. So you don't think, because I tell some women,
Too many men and women associate
course.
the child with what they got going on with each other.
no, that's true.
You know what I mean? A lot of us probably grew up the same way. You
Yeah.
growing up, like to this day, my mother's still with us. My mother's 73. She had me when she was 18.
Okay.
And to this day, if she's walking behind me, boy, you sure you walk like your daddy. But
She projecting.
no, she's not projecting. She see my dad in me. And my dad, and he's in my life as well. And my mom and my dad, you know, are cordial. You know, because my mom grew up with his brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So they've been around each other before I was born. So they've been knowing each other all their young lives. But the thing is, my mother never said nothing bad to me about my father. Ever.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
My entire life. She never said nothing bad about him. Anything that I grew to know about my dad, I learned it when I got older. You know what I'm saying? So when you care about the kid,
Yeah.
all that other stuff go out the window.
Yeah.
I understand some people's situations are different and they just and unbearable.
Do you think social media, seeing that you're so engulfed in social media, right? 'Cause, you know, you popping on the gram. Do you think social media plays a huge role in these kinds of things?
Far too much. Far too much, because again, it's easy to go somewhere else instead of inside yourself. It's easy to go. It's easy for you and your girl to have a problem, and you don't know how to fix it because you don't know how to communicate,
Yeah.
or her don't know how to receive criticism. It's easy for y'all to sit back and watch these two fools on this platform argue with each other about their situation and apply it to yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now your decision coming from somebody that don't got nothing to do with you.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they got the answer to your problem.
Yeah. But do you think, like women, right? Do you think women are hypergamous by nature?
What does pergamous mean?
Meaning like she just loves high level things. So
High level.
hypergamous.
I don't know, because if that's the case, I'm hypergamous. I like high level things. And I ain't no woman. People forget, man. We humans.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Facts.
humans.
Facts.
Since I was this big, my mother used to sew. My mother used to make our clothes.
Yeah.
My mother always made sure we was clean. Like you said, I came in dripped up. You might catch me walking with some clothes on that you would, I'm talking about walking to exercise.
Yeah.
In some clothes that you would otherwise think I would wear if I'm going to hang out somewhere.
Yeah.
I was raised to look nice
Okay.
at all times. I was raised in a way where if I got it, you don't know. If I don't got it, you don't know.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that high value is individuality. I believe
So you don't think that's like catered to just woman's nature?
it can't, because we all was born kings and queens. We
Really? You
just
think everybody
straight-
was a kings and queens? I don't
was-
think everybody was kings and queens.
Listen, we was all born and created from the same thing.
Okay.
It's about what route we took.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's about the route you chose to take.
Yeah.
You either stayed within the boundaries and the parameters in which you was created, or you strayed away from it. Some strayed a little, some strayed a lot, some just burnt the whole foundation down and just went completely left.
Yeah.
But we was all born, you know, of a certain stature. We
Facts,
all
facts.
just don't adhere to it.
Facts.
Some of us get lost, recognize it later, come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't created no better than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she wasn't created no better than her.
Mm-hmm.
Life is all about choices and decisions, man.
So how do you think we find our purpose as a people?
Sometimes you don't. Your purpose find you.
Okay, I heard you say that, but let's clap it up. So explain that, like dive into that. Like how could a person's purpose find them?
I'm the example. So
Okay.
social media, I got on social media in 2012. From 2012 to 2016, it was just regular postings, nightlife, interactions, pictures, jokes, ha ha, he he. And then 2016, things started to take a little turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Meek Mill reposted a video that I put up about male groupies, and the video went viral.
Yeah.
Now, between 2016 and 2017, I was talking on the gram like I was on a street corner with my boys, so my vernacular and my verbiage was real abrasive.
Yeah.
So I was talking real heavy, telling the truth, but it was just vulgarities attached to it.
Okay.
So as time went on, people was adapting to what I was saying because it was the truth. But then I personally started to realize I'm getting a lot of women DMing me about their sons, about their marriages. I'm getting men DMing me about their women. I'm getting young teenage boys that don't got brothers and fathers DMing me, telling me what the page mean to them. So now I'm starting to realize this is a place of comfort for some people. This is a place now that have become a place of responsibility for me. So the more it happened, the more I realized, hold up, you on to something. So then when I started to realize that people were recognizing me in the street and coming up to me and saying, yo, I follow you on Instagram. I love what you do.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, this is going somewhere that I didn't even anticipate. Cause I always been this guy, right?
Okay.
As far as I can remember, I always been the voice of reason, good advice to my friends and family, things like that. So now it's translating into the public. So now it's like, okay, what am I doing with this? And the more I posted, the more I spoke, the greater it got.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting on my bed one day and I called my man, I called Q, and I said, dog, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then the more I did it, I just saw my life evolve.
Yeah.
I saw my circumstances change. Money started coming from places I didn't imagine.
Yeah.
Living got better. And I'm talking about, sometimes I'll be wondering, like, I had to backtrack. Where did this money come from? And then
I'm speaking it.
But I realized now all I have to do, and this is my journey.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll continue to get what you're getting.
Okay. No, I feel you. Keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you're getting.
And that's right or wrong.
Okay.
You keep doing wrong, you're going to keep getting what you're getting.
Yeah. Whatever you put out is what you get back.
You're going to get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
It's like
promise
karma. But I feel like people only talk about karma in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing you can get good karma.
Of course. If life lasts long enough, whatever you put out is going to find its way back to you.
Yeah.
Murphy's Law is real. Life is like a circle.
Facts.
Everything you do comes back to you.
So how'd you get down with the money team?
Interestingly enough, social media.
Social media.
Floyd was watching my page, loving what I was doing, didn't know me, I didn't know him, but my friend was his assistant at the time, rest in peace, Kichi, and he spoke to her. I put up a post one day that personally resonated with him about je ne sais quoi. Like, stop hating on people. Guys, stop hating on this lady because she want to deal with this man.
Yeah.
And you don't understand what it is about him she like. You don't got that thing.
Yeah.
You don't got that. You just don't got that thing, bro. You don't got that je ne sais quoi. You don't got it.
Fact.
Like, it's not for you to understand why she like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My cologne might blow differently in the breeze and hit her nostrils different.
Yeah, fact.
It's nothing that we can explain, but let the lady have her preference.
Yeah.
So that's what the post was.
Okay.
And that was the post that did it for him. That was like, no, I got to reach out. So she reached out to me and told me that he loved what I was doing, invited me to his 40th birthday party. That was back in 2017, and we've been friends ever since.
Wow, that's dope, bro. Okay. So how do you maintain a relationship like that at such a high level?
Because that's my friend. He's not my financier. I'm not on his coattail. That's really my brother. That's my man. And I have a life that I'm living. I respect his, I love what he represents and what he does for our people and himself. And he loves what I do for our people and myself. And, sometimes I talk to him, sometimes I don't. Sometimes he call, sometimes he don't. Sometimes he answer when I call, sometimes he don't.
Yeah.
But I understand that's the cycle of real life.
Yeah.
That's the cycle of real men and understanding like this is by far one of our biggest athletes on the planet.
No, facts.
This man's a billionaire. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
imagine how many people on his phone?
Yeah, yeah.
I might be calling and Obama calling at the same time.
No, facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and
Hold on, Obama calling your phone?
no, he might. I'm talking about Floyd's phone. You know,
I'm about to say, like,
but I tell people the same. But I tell people though, like when you put yourself in certain places and situations and you move a certain way,
yeah,
you know, your network grows.
No,
now
facts,
I can't say I can call Obama, but I'm 2 phone calls away from him.
Okay, okay.
Because I know somebody that I can call that can call him.
You know somebody that knows somebody that can get to him.
I can call this person,
yeah,
and that person can call Obama.
Nah, facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we all connected, you know, through 6 degrees of separation.
Okay.
You know, so it's just a matter of how you use, you know, how you utilize your network. And for me,
facts.
it's been refreshing for me because I've been around the industry since I was 18. So I'm 17. And I learned the power of networking effectively.
Yeah.
Which is be low key, move alone, understand that
move alone.
Because people forget celebrities are people. Some of them insecure, some of them scared to death, some of them got trust issues.
Yeah.
You know. So when somebody welcomes you around and they didn't already bent their rules and getting to know you, and then they invite you somewhere, and here you come with 40 more. I barely know you.
Yeah.
Now I got to keep my eye on 39 more people.
Yeah.
As I'm still getting to know you.
Nah, facts.
You know,
facts.
so it's good for me that I've been able to build the relationships that I've built, and none of it has anything to do with what I drive, what I wear, how much money I have. All my relationships are built solely and completely on who I am as a person.
Nah, facts. So do you drive? Hey. But do you drive though? Because today you pulled up in energetic exotics.
I drive.
Okay.
I drive.
Make sure.
I drive nice too. But
say you pulled up clean today in the Maybach.
But I ain't never going to turn down a chauffeur-driven opportunity.
Hey. Okay.
I don't care what I got.
Nah, how was the ride though coming up here though?
Oh, the ride was cool.
Okay.
The ride was good. I like Maybachs. That's probably my next car.
Okay, facts.
That's probably my next car. That's what I got my eye on.
Yeah.
Next, but I love the car I got right now, so I'm good.
Okay. So you mentioned, Obama ain't too far away, but I'm seeing now Trump looking like he in the lead for the next presidential. What you think about that though?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not a political guy.
No?
Not at all.
Because people didn't like Trump, but he was flooding the block with some bread.
It's like this, man. It's like that's the myth.
That's the myth?
That's the myth.
You got some business owners in here?
No, it's not.
Clap if you're a business owner.
When I say the myth,
okay.
When I say the myth, there's always going to be in the presidential selections. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be benefit.
Okay.
Somebody going to benefit in some kind of way from every time there's a president. Okay. It's going to be benefit.
Okay.
Was there benefit for business owners and capitalists and other people when Trump was in office? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But then there was also other things that people complained about. See, the thing about politics for me is it's just always a changing of the same thing. The red tie and the blue tie, as far as I'm concerned, represent the same thing because at the end of the day, we still 46 presidents in and black people still asking for the same shit.
Okay, damn. Bars out the gate. So do you think there's a benefit when it comes to voting?
I don't.
No? Mm-mm. I don't know. I when I said that, I voted for Obama. I ain't gonna front because he was black.
That's the only time I ever voted.
But I don't think that's the right thing to do, though.
It wasn't, but I did it, and I haven't done it since.
I got caught up with the propaganda, but
we had a good time 2008.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. We were like, yo,
my president is black.
Yeah,
my Lambo's blue, and I be goddamn if my rims ain't too.
Yeah,
we had a ball. I was at Mansion on Wednesday nights when that was out on South Beach. We had a good time.
Yeah.
It felt good until
Yeah.
it didn't. It went from that to fuck Obama. He don't give a fuck about black people. They went crazy on Obama after a while.
Hell yeah.
I was like, whoa, what happened? You know, I didn't know.
Nah, facts.
But
So what do you do during that time? Like,
I don't do nothing.
how do you feel like we could bring about change as a people if we're not voting for the president?
I said this already. Accountability, man. Let me ask you a question. Watch this.
Okay.
If 5 dudes come in here right now, masked up, right,
Mm-hmm.
and tie everybody up in this room. Now we bounded. We can't move. We've been kidnapped, essentially, right? We've been kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that we asking to unkidnap us is the people who tied us up. Do you think they're gonna say vote? Okay, we'll let y'all go if y'all take a vote. Everybody that want me to let y'all go,
Yeah.
raise your hand. Black people been complaining about the same thing forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the people that we asking to free us is the people that got us in bondage.
Okay.
The only people that can save us is the ones who never will, and that's us. Now, I will say this.
Yeah.
The fix, I'll call it, was put on us so bad from slavery, it's hard to wiggle out of it, but it don't change what the solution is, what the real solution is.
Yeah.
The real solution is the system that we live under was never built on our behalf. So that same system is not the system that's going to fix our issues.
Okay.
Our issues are going to get closely fixed once we understand, accept, and adhere to our real strength and our real power, which is us uniting, which is us respecting each other, which is us trusting each other, which is us not going outside of ourselves and thinking somebody else going to be better to us than us.
Okay.
It's a hard thing to do,
Yeah.
but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
But because of the way things are designed now, when people get into places of comfortability, like right now, we having, it's a lot going on in the music industry.
Yeah.
And the fix is we got enough black entertainers
Yeah.
with enough money
Yeah.
that could get a system the middle finger.
Well,
It's
what
enough
stops
of it.
that though?
Comfortability. Comfortability won't allow it to happen.
Okay.
Comfortability won't allow it to happen. I'm not going to risk mine for you. I'm not going to put my family in an uncomfortable situation to help you because you ain't going to care anyway. Like, we talk ourselves out of things.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on my live last night and I'm having this whole conversation. I'm helping extinguish this situation with Jim Jones and D1 and Rick Ross and all of this other stuff.
Yeah.
And people want to elaborate so much on blaming the music for our problems, right?
So you don't think the music has a
The
role in
music
it?
is only that's the low hanging fruit.
So why do you think they promote so much toxicity when it comes to
Who?
music? The industry. So you listen to SZA?
Listen, I've heard SZA records, yeah.
Because my daughter was singing me a song, right, from SZA. I like SZA, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to cut you off from your point, but she has a song that's rotting, right? She says, right? She said, I'll touch that fire for you. I'll do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I told that lie, I'll kill that, right? I told them all around me was scared to do, I'm not. Long as you joking for me, I got it, mobbing and scheming and looting, hide your bodies.
Okay.
So you didn't catch that right off first when she said it because she was hiding and looting and scheming,
Right.
hide your bodies.
Right.
So you don't think now, because my daughter, right, is singing this to me like, oh, Dad, that you ain't riding. But I said, did you listen to the lyrics though?
Right.
So you don't think that play a part with these kids that's coming
It
up?
absolutely plays a part. But guess what I heard when I was 5? I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need. Here's some coke, have some weed. I'm your pusher man.
Yo. Yo.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is it an issue? Yes. Is it a new issue? No.
Okay.
It's been around.
It's been okay. All right.
See, people don't like when I say this.
Yeah.
Right? People don't like when I say what I'm about to say, but it's real.
Yeah.
What was Maya Angelou before she was the revered black woman that we knew her to become? Who know?
We gotta Google that. What was Maya Angelou? Hold on. Siri.
Come here. She know. Get over here. No. No, you know.
But I do know she was a hoe.
Maya Angelou? Hold on. You mean like a hoe, like, or a prostitute? Okay, a lady of the night.
And employed other ladies of the night.
So she was a madam.
She was, and a prostitute herself.
What? Hold on. We gotta
Google it.
Google
it.
Hold on.
I'll wait.
What was Maya? Before she. What? I ain't never heard that.
You see it?
Oh, she was a cook, a waitress, sex worker. That, oh, damn. So, I mean, is it different back then? Because didn't that what Cardi B did?
This is my point.
Okay.
It wasn't, it's not that it was different. It's not that it was different back then.
Okay.
Sex work is sex work, then and now. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We done seen the old movies, Richard Pryor, JoJo Dancer.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
We saw Harlem Nights with Della Reese. Is there a problem with the girls? But I'm saying that to say this.
Yeah.
We don't remember.
Yeah.
Right, the money coming up short. The girls don't come up short.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is this. That's Maya Angelou's past.
Yeah.
But that's a part of her life. That's not the part we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But the important thing is her beginning wasn't her ending. That's why I make that point.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is we don't give these kids grace. We know what the music is doing, but what's more important and what's more detrimental? The music or the fact that when I see you walking down the street as a black man, I look you in your face, you look me in your mind, and I say, nigga, what the fuck is you looking at? What's worse, that or the music? What's worse if me and you having a difference of opinion on social media and I tell you to suck my dick because you don't agree with me?
Okay.
Or I tell you fuck your mother. Or I tell you your mother should have swallowed you. All because we don't see the same thing the same way. So what's more important? The way we disrespect and handle each other in the street in real life or the music? What's more detrimental?
But do you think it's all part of the problem? Because even with that, right?
It's all part of it, but we only want to talk about what's popular. We only want to talk about the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
The music is the easy topic.
Okay.
That's easy. Again, it's easy for somebody who is speaking against it to point the finger. But when you point that finger, okay, now back to you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? How do you treat people? How do you treat your mother? How do you treat your family?
Yeah.
How do you treat your kids?
Yeah.
How do you treat your baby mom?
Yeah.
How do you treat strangers? How do you handle people?
Yeah.
It's easy to keep saying what the music is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we talk about music, you very rarely hear about Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, Fortnite. But you know what? The people who talking about the music, a lot of them, they screaming about the music, but they the ones that stick their kids in the room with video games while they go gossip and run the street.
Mm-hmm.
But they talking about the music though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your kid is watching a game that's teaching them how to do breaking and enterings, steal cars, semi-automatic and fully automatic weapons.
Yeah.
This is what they learning from what you letting them entertain themselves with.
No,
but
facts.
then you arguing with somebody about music.
Facts. Okay.
The music is part of the problem.
Okay.
But people love, like, we have a problem multitasking. We love telling each other, well, we ain't talking about that right now. We talk about the music. Because that's the part that make you feel good because you get to point your finger.
Yeah, yeah.
That other shit is a reflection of you.
So do you think artists have a responsibility to let people know that, hey, you know what? This is not my job in terms of promoting positive music?
Did Denzel tell you that when he did Training Day?
Okay.
Did Denzel, does any actor put out any disclaimers? And
Yeah.
people will say, oh, Shabazz, you tripping. You know music is more influential. What I'm saying is hip hop culture is predominantly black.
Mm-hmm.
We already against each other at each other's throats anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a number has been done on our culture,
Okay.
especially in the music industry, because we don't even run it no more. There's no more Rough Riders, Def Jams, black executives in the business.
Yeah.
Bad boys. That was when we had the game.
Mm-hmm.
We gave it away.
Yeah.
Like we done gave everything else away. So now it's no longer in our control. So yes, it has been used for the detriment of our community. It's
Okay.
lyrical crack, I call it.
Okay.
It's a crack epidemic all over again with music. So
Yeah.
is it a problem? Yes. But stop overlooking all this other shit, because if the music changed today, if we still treating each other fucked up in the street,
No, facts.
we still where we at.
So what's your thought about like snitching? All this stuff with like Gunna and you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't understand what snitching is.
So explain that, because I mean, I ain't
lot of
come up
people-
from those streets. So to me, like,
Snitching, a lot of people have different analogies, but
Mhm.
the correct definition of a snitch,
okay,
a rat,
La
is
Rata.
if me, you, him, and him get money together,
Okay.
illegally in the street,
Okay.
and then I get caught.
Mm-hmm. You.
Me,
Okay.
not us. Like nigga, no, they got us.
Yeah. Yo, come out. Yeah. Yo,
They got us.
they caught us.
Not that.
Okay.
I get caught,
Uh-huh.
and when they take me downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what I'm facing.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, listen, I'll give you this in exchange for that. That's a snitch. That's a rat.
Okay.
You're dishonorable. You participated in illegal activity. You got the money, you got the girls, you got the cars, you got the fame. Everybody knew your name. You was popping around town. And then when you got caught, you told. You're dishonorable.
Mm-hmm.
You benefited off the community. You made money off the community. Go do your time.
Do your time.
You're a rat otherwise.
Okay.
Now, if you get up every day and go to work, and you are a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen,
Mm-hmm.
and you see Miss Helen get cracked upside her head and get her purse snatched,
Mm-hmm.
and you saw who did it, and you told,
Mm-hmm.
you are not a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a snitch.
Okay.
Because all you see what somebody did to Miss Helen. It don't matter. It don't matter if you know him or not. And see, and that's again, talk about the music. What he's speaking on is our culture and our code.
Mm.
We stand on bullshit.
Okay.
You know Ricky knocked that lady upside the head.
Yeah.
You know her, just like you know Ricky.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're gonna protect him and not her.
Mm-hmm.
Because you care about what the street's gonna say.
Okay.
It's just like I caught hell. I always catch hell for Floyd, and I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. I caught hell because he put up the picture, said he stayed with Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up with your man? Why your man told me he's standing with Israel? Why? So I said, hold on. Remove your emotion. Because one, he never said what was happening to Palestine was okay.
Mm-hmm.
He never said he didn't care about what's happening to the Palestinians.
Mm-hmm.
He said where he was standing. Now, Floyd is a billionaire,
Yeah.
and he makes multi-millions of dollars with the Jews. That's a fact. He owns 9 skyscrapers in New York City with these people.
Mm-hmm.
He gets millions and millions of dollars with them. That's his financial interest, right? That's his financial interest. You look across the rest of the industry. Oh, why this person ain't say nothing? Oh, you ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. Again, we're going to go back to financial interest, right? Now, let's come on a lower scale. You work at a company.
Yeah.
You know your boss racist.
Yeah.
You know your boss don't like you. You see him mistreat somebody else that's black. But you get up every single day and you go to work on time and you get the paycheck from that racist.
Yeah.
And if somebody tell you to quit, you're going to look at them like they just fell from Pluto.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're protecting what?
Yeah, your interests. Yeah. But how do you think we come out of that?
Come out of what?
That type of thinking, because it was kind of like when George Floyd, that whole thing with George Floyd. There were people that was just looking at the situation like, man, this messed up, man, this messed up. So
that's
how
all
do
you can do.
Is that all we can do, or is that all we are willing to do?
What can you do about that situation?
Step in and risk it. So what's the difference? Okay, so what do you think the difference between us and what happened at the Capitol when all that stuff was going on and they jumped in and they was doing their damn thing?
You talking about the when they stormed the Capitol? All that kind of shit be bullshit to me. I don't get caught up in that because this shit be what they call them, psyops and drama series. They be.
So you thought that was staged?
Some of these people had the shirts with the date on them before this shit happened. I mean, am I lying? Some of these people had T-shirts with the date on the shit before the shit happened.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. That's why I don't play that political game, because it's an emotional roller coaster. Yeah. And if you get caught up, do you know some people minds is you talking about mental health and psychological issues.
Yeah.
You know why? Because people sit in front of that TV and watch the fucking news all day.
No, facts. But how do you keep your emotions balanced?
Because I don't want to make it seem so menial, but I got some sense.
So you don't do yoga, you ain't
I don't
meditation.
I try yoga. I ain't like that one position. And they know what I'm talking about too.
You talking about the downward dog?
That one. When they told me to do that,
I ain't gonna force.
I was uncomfortable.
That shit work.
No, I'm not saying it don't. It's not gonna work for me. Cause I walk. I walk a lot. That's my exercise. Yeah. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
And so on my walks, I walk. I feed the ducks and iguanas, and that's my solace.
Get back to the earth.
And I see people, and it be blowing my mind. Mm-hmm. They be in the park, in the open park, with their eyes closed, doing.
They tapped in.
No way on the planet could I do that. I cannot sit outside with my eyes closed.
But that's the purpose of meditation.
I can't concentrate.
It's to be in tune to block out all
Somebody
the distractions.
Gonna come and crack me upside the head. I'm making it too easy for him. I'm making it too easy.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
I was just about to ask you that. Do you think?
Yeah.
Because I feel like people who always go towards the pessimistic level of thinking first. Right?
It's not pessimistic. It's
but why would you think that? Where you stay?
It's not pessimistic though. It's protection. See, I've been in the penitentiary. I've been to prison. I was in the streets all my life. So I'm conditioned to read rooms.
Be unconditioned though.
No, but I like this conditioning because if you get too far into yoga, then you're gonna get too far away from your instincts, and I can't take that risk. Like I read rooms.
Okay.
I read when I'm in a room. I have to read that room, and I'm not saying yoga takes that away.
Okay.
I'm saying the things that just won't allow me to. Now, if I'm inside, maybe.
Okay.
But to go outside in a park with my eyes closed?
Yeah.
No, sir. Absolutely not. That'll never happen.
I saw something where you said you match energy. Why
Absolutely.
is that? Why is that?
Because I got to give you what you're giving me.
But do you feel like, okay, I'm not going to lower my frequency to that individual because maybe
I don't got to lower the frequency. That's what people get it twisted at.
Okay, so explain that.
Matching it means if this is what you're giving me, I'm going to give you what that response afforded you. I'm not going to do what you're doing, but if you present me with something, I'm going to match you with a challenge and a response that's gonna be safe for me. But you're gonna leave with a clear understanding.
Okay.
So I don't have to do what you're doing in order for the energy to be matched. I'm just giving you reciprocity.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do what you're doing. Yo, I don't have to do what you, I don't have to do what you, I don't have to, if you yell at me, I don't have to yell back. I can give you that same aggression with an even tone.
Same aggression with an even tone.
Yeah, I can give you aggression without yelling at you.
Really?
Absolutely. Actually, that's when most people, that's when they're the most dangerous.
Okay.
It's the loud one you ain't really got to worry about. It's the quiet one. It's the one that start talking to you with their mouth closed and their teeth not moving. That's the one you got to worry about. Like my mother used to talk to us when we knew it was time to stop playing.
Yeah.
When she's tightening her lips and she start talking through her teeth, you might want to stop playing with her right now. Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No normal yelling, screaming, hollering. Y'all better stop playing. When it came down to an even tone, talking through the teeth, that was way more intimidating than her yelling.
Talking to the teeth. Okay, okay. So do you believe in like disciplining children? Like physically? Physically.
1,000%. 1,000%. I don't believe you're supposed to beat your kids up.
Okay.
But they gotta feel that sting, man. They gotta feel it.
I used to think go ahead.
If it's not what you do, I respect it, because if it's done too much, you'll raise a child to believe that handling conflict has to be done through physical interaction.
Okay.
So you have to be careful with it. Now, if you do it, I believe what didn't happen that should have happened was conversation come behind it. Okay. But sometimes you gotta put your hands on people, kids and adults. Sometimes you just gotta exchange DNA sometimes.
Yeah. But see, funny how you said that. I used to think, okay, disciplining children was good too, but I felt like, okay, how am I gonna discipline you for something that I instilled in you without your choice? Because DNA is genetics. You see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
So lots of times our kids are acting out from genetics that we gave them. So, okay, like my son, he's a clown, but he ain't never really seen me be a clown, but I instilled that in him. So I can't really like beat him and go upside the head if he didn't have no choice for that behavior.
So watch this. If you know that about your child, then you don't discipline him for that.
Okay.
But if he lying, he's stealing, he doing some things against what you done taught him to do.
Okay.
And you whip his ass for that.
Yeah.
That's you disciplining your child and then explaining to him why. Okay. Now, if you know from that being your kid, he's only being himself, and it's something that you instilled in him, you may want to verbally, guide them on it because you understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
But some things, again, and I'm gonna stand on it, adults and kids, you got to do some whooping.
We got any parents in here? Okay. How y'all feel about that?
Facts.
That's your mother. That's your mother? Yeah. You got whoopings, right?
Yeah.
She said,
but see, it's difference. It's a difference between discipline. It's a difference between whooping. It's a difference between beating, and it's a difference between fighting. Some parents fight their kids, beat them up like they're in the street.
Yeah.
That's different, because now you're talking about misplaced aggression. So it's levels to everything.
No,
parenting and discipline, physically even, is included. It's levels to everything.
Okay.
And unfortunately, in my era of coming up, some parents only knew how to punish the way they were punished.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything is a learning curve.
Facts.
There's things my mother would take back if she could, but she only did what she thought was best at the time with the information that she had.
Yeah, facts.
Like my nieces and nephews and my grandkids, and they got it good now.
Yeah, yeah.
My mom's so lenient. My sisters be mad. Like, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you gonna do it?
You lightened up now.
Oh, now you're soft.
Yeah.
It went soft. But again, you live and you learn.
And you learn.
But I'm not against. I'm
Okay.
not against a parent. You know.
So you done having children? You
Popping
done? You wrapped it up?
I mean, if I make one, I'll take one.
Okay.
I ain't ducking no wreck.
Ain't ducking up.
Yeah, I ain't
Yo,
ducking no
brother,
wreck.
I appreciate you pulling up, man. This was so awesome, man. You dropped some great
Nah, I
knowledge out here
appreciate.
today.
Hey, listen, man. This what you asked me before we started. What moves me? What drives me? Like,
Mhm.
this is it for me. Like this is what I do. This is what I enjoy doing. It's the purpose that we was talking about, and it's necessary. It's
Yeah.
necessary because of where we are as a society, where we are as Black people in the culture.
Facts.
You know, our music, hip hop. You know, and everybody not gonna always agree with me and always see things the way I see them, and I'm okay with that because in disagreements comes education.
Mm.
Because in a disagreement, I'm supposed to be able to show you why I disagree with you. And if
Okay.
I can give you some common sense to change your mind, then some education came out of it. Now, if you just really firm and standing on your point, your belief, and I'm doing the same, then respectfully, we can agree to disagree because we just not gaining ground in that moment. You may go do some research. I may go do some research.
Yeah.
And damn, you know what? Mr. Williams was right. Let me holler at Bo and tell him, like, damn, you know what? I looked into that, and you know what? I get where you was coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I may not even take the whole point,
Yeah.
but I might get some of it. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I really need this to be understood with the whole Maya Angelou connotation and analogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not to disrespect her legacy
No.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
What I need people to understand is all of these conversations about how we change
Mm-hmm.
and how can we be better.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, give people the same grace that you want.
Mm.
Don't forget what you once were.
Yeah.
You got people that raised hell their whole life, got in their 30s, 40s, now they Christian, Muslim, Jehovah's Witness, whatever you are, and now you want your change. You want your change to happen. You want everybody else's change to happen when yours happens.
Nah, facts.
So now everybody else ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You this, you that.
Yeah.
I changed. No. Well, when you gonna change though? How long is it gonna take you to change?
Yeah,
As long as it takes.
Yeah.
Because it took you 40 years to change.
No, facts.
20 years ago, Miss Betty was saying, I sure wish that boy changed.
Yeah.
You gave the streets 20 more years of hell. Miss Betty been praying for you every Sunday for 20 years.
Facts.
You finally changed.
Yeah.
Her prayers got answered. So now you got to extend the same grace to the person or people that you want to see change. Give them 20 years.
Yeah. Do you
And
stay
if-
around them for the 20 years or do you
You
just...
ain't got to stay around them. But why not? Stay around them, be a positive influence, unless they make it that difficult that you can't be around.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But if you're going to be around and remember where you was before. Like when I go to prisons and I talk to the inmates, I remember sitting in them orange jumpsuits, gray jumpsuits,
Yeah.
blue jumpsuits. You understand me? So I can't, when I'm talking to young dudes that's still hustling, active in the street,
Yeah.
my conversation is where this going to lead you, choices and decisions.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 30 seconds. I'm sorry, it takes 3 to 30 seconds to change your life from 3 to 30 years.
Damn.
Walk away or walk the yard. This is my conversation.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I closed out with, like, look, either you're going to quit, you're going to die, or you're going to jail.
Yeah.
But never am I going to say, you wrong. Never am I going to make them feel bad about the choices that they're making because I made them same choices. And as long as I live on 2 feet and 10 toes, I can't never condemn them for what they're doing. Because I did it. And I was allowed life long enough to make my own changes. I got to give them the same grace. So people have to understand the power of self-awareness and self-accountability.
Yeah.
That's really what changes shit.
Yeah.
If people really take responsibility for themselves and what they do and what they put out and giving people the same grace that they want, I promise you shit have changed, bro.
Yeah. Yo, clap that up for that, man. So this is what you doing. You ain't got no plan B. No? Okay. Y'all
This
heard
is
what
the
he said.
plan B. I mean, I got plan Bs, but not this plan B.
Okay.
You caught that. You caught that.
But you got life insurance though.
I got for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Term or whole life or IUL?
Listen, I don't know. I just know if I go, somebody getting some money.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
You know, but I'm protected though.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
I have life insurance, but and again, like I said, I don't know what the future holds. I'm comfortable doing this.
Yeah.
It's purposeful. It's helping. It's changing, enhancing.
Yeah.
In lives, and I'm cool. You know, if there's other business ventures.
Yeah.
But they all fall under this umbrella.
Okay.
It's just something about the underdog for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always look at people and see myself in their situation and their circumstances. Like when I stopped to get something to eat here, me and Terrence in the drive-thru, and when we paid for the food, I told him, just tell the girl, keep the change, and he said, wow, Baz, that was nice. And I'm not saying this for accolades. I'm saying this to say, like, this is little things.
Yeah.
Little things bring big things. It's not hard to empathize. It's not hard to think about somebody else's situation and be like, I bet ain't nobody gave this girl in this drive-thru no tip today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where you went, Wendy's or McDonald's?
Them $7 McDonald's.
Okay.
Them $7 meant something to her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't take much.
Mm-hmm.
It don't take much, bro. And it's like, and I know when we had these conversations, it's not gonna lead to a perfect world.
No.
That's not what this is about.
But
it's not about
something
perfection.
that you can add though.
All it's about, man, is it won't be so much bickering. It won't be so much like, and before we go, like with black men and women.
Yeah.
With all of this friction about who's supposed to eat.
So you okay with your woman making more than you?
I'm gonna let somebody else answer that. Now, after y'all done said here with me,
that's what Tyler Perry said.
Do y'all think I care if my woman make more money than me?
I don't know.
Hold on. These ladies is talking.
Okay.
Do y'all think I care if a woman make more money than me?
No, not sure.
All right.
At all.
That's okay. At all.
At all.
Okay.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because I don't care if she make 500,000 and I make 50. I still wear the Timberlands. I run through the house, not around the house.
Hey, through the house.
And I'm saying that because how much money she make don't got nothing to do with my manhood.
Okay.
That's her blessing.
Make your money, queen.
No, make the money. Because at the end of the day, if you mine, that's ours.
Yeah. Hey.
Because if what's mine is ours, what's yours is ours.
Okay.
If we in that dynamic.
No prenup. No prenup.
You know what I mean? I don't care about none of that. See, when you get, that's the problem. People get caught up in societal standards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying a little while ago, you let people that have no connection to you, or your story, or your situation make decisions about what's going on in your house.
Mm. Okay.
I come from a time, dog, where last time I checked, everybody not rich. So I don't know where these conversations is coming from. I don't know where these conversations is coming from that I'm less than a man if my woman got to help me pay bills and we got a dual income household. I don't know when that started to make me less of a man.
Yeah.
I don't know when all black men were supposed to be rich.
Yeah.
And if your woman can't go shopping all day and stay home, then you might as well get ready for her to cheat. When did this shit happen?
Do you think it was the followers that people get on social media?
Listen, it's again, people have no self-identity.
Mm.
See, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. You talking to somebody that done been in relationships with strippers. Relationships.
Really? You can turn a stripper into a housewife?
Come on, man. They women, ain't they?
Yo, y'all try to look for that. Yo, we might have to do a part 2. Because this is... Yeah, we might have to do a part 2. But bro, before you go, right, I wanted to give you said ain't no plan B, or you got the plan B, right? You know,
Yeah,
I wanted to give you, go ahead. ITG merch. Ain't no plan B. So let her know.
Listen, this is
ITG merch.
Wait a minute. This is hold on now. This is circumstantial. Because in the right circumstances, baby, there is a plan B. I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, brother. Does anybody got any questions y'all want to ask him? Okay, go ahead. Sensational faces.
Okay, so when you said that when your wife came to you when you were in prison, she asked you that question, you said yeah. Why did you tell her yeah?
Because it was the truth. And I knew what I was going to do.
Was it because you was cocky or just?
I was telling the truth. I wasn't being cocky. I just wasn't lying. I knew what I was going to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. I knew when I came home, I was going to still be messing with that girl.
Damn.
No matter what the outcome came of it, which it didn't work out in my favor.
Yeah.
But that's the decision that I made, and I lived with it. Never cried about it when it went left. But I knew what I was going to do when I came home. So when she asked me that, I told her. And I tell guys this all the time. Prison is one of the most vulnerable places you could be. That's when guys tell the women the most lies. Oh, you know what, babe? You know, I've been, and this is 4 hours in. You know, babe, I was thinking, babe, you was thinking from them handcuffs to the precinct. You done found Jesus. You know, the relationship means so much to you.
Oh.
You know, babe, what was I thinking? You know, that's when all the lies start, when you locked up.
Yeah.
But I tell dudes, if I could sit in prison, and don't get me wrong, my ex-wife is bad.
She a baddie? Like Beyonce baddie?
Come on, man.
I don't know.
I'm talking about capital RESPECT.
Okay.
Of course she is. You know what I'm saying? Super bad. And it wasn't about her looks. It wasn't about her. It was just about who I was and where I was as a man at the time. I got married when I was 27. It wasn't time. It wasn't time. But you know, I didn't have that guidance. I didn't have somebody to say, look here, boy. Because I come from a family of womanizers. My father, my uncles, my grandfather, like my uncles on my mother's, I come from some men who love women. You talk about hereditary stuff. Like,
okay,
that's
DNA.
That's in me. That's not on me.
Yeah.
So when you don't know how to channel all of that, you're gonna make bad decisions.
Yeah.
So that was my bad decision. You know, I regretted it later in life. I didn't regret it when I did it because I knew I was telling the truth. And I knew that it wouldn't have been cool, like I said, to get that phony conversation.
Okay.
Of, nah, baby, when I come home, it's going, I'm gonna do this and and I know what I'm gonna do. So I tell dudes all the time, like, don't talk to me about being a real nigga if you're not able to be honest with another individual whose life you have influence over.
Yeah. So what would you say about Will then?
Will who?
Will Smith.
What about Will Smith? Listen, watch this. Check this out.
You know, Jada Pac.
Watch this. I just did an interview a few days ago on Dash Radio.
Okay.
Shout out to Heather and Yama. They asked me the same question because I told someone that what y'all witnessing is not solely and totally Jada's fault, right? And a lot of people didn't understand where I was coming from with that. First of all, this is a bunch of media shit. That's the first thing.
Okay.
And they're giving you what they want you to have.
Okay.
Sure, they got a book to sell.
Okay. So
that's the first thing.
So you snitching?
That's the who? Her?
You.
No, I don't even. You can't even associate that word with me. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, everything that you seeing is by design. What you heard Will say?
Nada.
Do you think this man been married to this woman all this time and don't know what the fuck going on?
But would you call him a simp?
No, that's their
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
Because at certain points and certain times in your relationship, if you love your woman enough, you're going to be a simp for him. Now, you may have to come out of it if you're too far into the simpage. You can't go but so far. You can't.
It's too far.
You
Hold
can't
on. Is that a
drown.
real word or you just came up with that?
I made that up. Okay. It just felt right. Simpage.
Yo, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So
it's
the
just like,
simpage.
yeah, you can't go too far in it. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? You sometimes you might have to replace that S with a P to keep your grounds, you
Okay,
know?
all right,
You got to, you know what I mean? You got to even it out.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's okay to love your lady. It's okay to have problems and stay together.
Would you get a facial with her?
Would I do what?
Would you get a facial with your woman?
If I wanted, I'd get a manicure and pedicure with her.
Oh, hey.
See,
Okay.
this is what I'm, see, this goes back to that, this goes back to that thing I said about the post that I put up that Floyd resonated with.
Yeah.
About that je ne sais quoi. Like, I hear dudes talk about they don't get manicures and pedicures.
I used to think like that. I ain't gonna front. Before I went to massage therapy school, because I went to massage therapy school, right?
Right?
And being involved with massage therapy actually allows men to be more in tune with their femininity, right?
No, but let me ask you this. Hold on, stop.
For me, it did.
No, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. Why do men associate manicures and pedicures with femininity?
I think it's just propaganda. I think it's propaganda.
Watch this.
Because it's like that soft. It's like soft.
Hold on.
It's like being soft.
Watch this. Hold on. Hold on.
I think it's kind of like being soft. Yeah, we've been. Go ahead.
I feel like as a black man, we've been programmed to not deal with our emotions, right?
Right?
For instance, if you have a son and a daughter, right? If your little girl fall on the ground, first thing you do as a man, you say, "Oh, baby, it's gonna be okay."
Right.
If your son makes that same fall,
Stop crying.
act like a man.
Man
Get
up.
I feel like we've been taught to not to deal with our emotions. And then we get with a woman who wants us to deal with our emotions, but we don't know how to articulate ourselves in a way. Because for 18 years, I've been told if you act a certain way, that's a female trait. Or that's what girls do. So we have to program the next generation, have to teach our kids, there's nothing wrong with connecting with your emotional side. Because if you die, you don't have emotions. As long as you breathe, your emotions are functional. So I
Exactly.
think we should look at our emotions as a bad thing. So
Yeah.
when it comes down to the manicure and all the things that you're speaking out, with black men, we have to put that inside our young sons that it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah.
Of course. Because watch
But
this.
we don't.
But watch this. Because my sons,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mom, now my mother,
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a mama. If my baby came in the room and was like, "Mommy, I want a mani pedicure," I was like, "That shit gay."
See?
now watch this.
Hold on.
It's just the way I was raised.
Now watch this.
The mindset. What he's saying.
Now I'm gonna help you with something because you say it's your son's 7. Like my son 26, and he was growing up, his mom would cut his nails or my mom would do it, right? Now watch this. We love women.
Yes.
We want to touch them,
Yes.
feel on them.
Yes.
What woman want raggedy, dirty nails playing inside their body parts, scratching them, hurting them? You understand what I'm saying? But this is
Bacteria.
especially if you're a mechanic and you fix cars. You know, you got a bunch of 10W40 going all in up. You know, what I call it, WD-40.
WD-40.
Yeah, you know, so it's like at some point, and this is what I say about self-awareness and self-identity. We know the stereotypes, we
Yeah.
know the conditioning.
Yeah.
But at some point as a man, when we got 6 senses. See, hear, smell, taste, touch, and then that 6th sense of intuition. That 6th sense of intuition is what talk to us. That's what whisper to us. That's what tell us what's right. That's what tell us don't do that. That's what tell us this is where you should go. But we compromise that. We compromise it unless it's telling us something that we want to hear. So the sense of intuition to tell you, man, go get your nails done. What the boys gonna think overrides your intuition. You know your shit look terrible. But because you scared of what these niggas is gonna say, you don't go do it.
Yeah.
But see, I think a lot of that has to do with the maturity of the person that you're talking about.
This is what it's not the maturity, it's the self-awareness and the self-comfort.
But see, okay, you're 55 years old, so you've been through life. You've seen things. You relate that to a mature mindset. Most of these kids that, like you said earlier about the music, they're influenced by the music because they don't understand themselves yet. So you're looking at it from a mature adult and pressing your views on a 20-year-old. I do think that the music that they listen to, they emulate, because, for instance, Mary J. Blige made a whole career off of selling her pain in relationship to black women. That's what she did. Yeah. So when you're telling these kids with this music, why do they listen to this music? Because it's the music that they relate to. It's the music that they feel more connected to. So I do think that the music has a huge part
1,000%.
on how these kids
Yeah.
operate. But me as an older guy telling a 20-year-old that you should view the world this way, I think it's kind of hard.
No, that's what we don't have to do. We don't have to tell them how they should view the world. We tell them the result and the repercussion of the way they view the world.
Yes.
That's what I do. I don't tell them how to do it.
So you talk to them instead of talking at them.
You can't talk at them.
Yeah,
You
facts,
got to talk
facts.
to them.
That's it. I think the number one thing is black men, we don't have conversations with our sons enough about these
Facts,
things.
facts,
It's our
facts.
responsibility, that accountability that you take. You see, like you talk about the music. If you think about Beyonce, they wanted a soldier, right? I want a soldier in
Right.
the streets. All these things right now in the streets, they all got guns, they all got ops. The same thing you sing about, so whether it's R&B or gangbanging, it impacts the next generation. Again, for us having this conversation on this for frequency, is for us to then make the conversation relevant for us to the next kid, because then we all get it. But we can't impress our views upon it. Listen, I got 2 sons and 2 daughters, 4. My son's 22, my other daughter's 19, my other 13, and my other daughter's 18. And let me
Wow,
tell
you was
talk about
busy.
Pedicure, manicure. Oh, my 22-year-old, he's on that. His mom don't play with that.
Right.
My 13-year-old, I'm teaching him that.
Right.
Because his mom isn't, but then it's for us to identify, okay, and my older son, well, I don't need to teach him that, because mom, Papi, no, to your nails. She's going to make sure he does that, but for my younger one, he's not on that. So it's,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
And
let's
it's-
go wash our hands. Let's tighten up. But I teach him that.
And it's parts of
You
it.
got to be intentional.
We got to be
Yeah.
And it's parts
Overall,
of it
you
that they
gotta be
don't have to
intentional with your
participate in.
kids.
It's, like when I go get manicures and pedicures, I don't let them put the pink things between my toes and then I walk out on my heels. I don't do all that. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't put on
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
funny slides. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm not mad. See, all of that pink painting. See, when I'm old enough and smart enough to understand not to follow these guys.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah.
gimmicks.
Yeah.
Evolution?
Because, listen, this is why I said you can do evolution. Because in your time frame, like
You mean evolution after life or evolution within?
within life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we all evolve.
The only reason I say that is because when I was growing up, listening to Snoop Dogg, because my mama listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire and The Temptations. So when I would play the music that I like to listen to, she called that trash. And she didn't understand it. I'm saying we're at a place now where that generation is coming in and we're looking at their music and saying the same thing to them that our parents said to us. So my whole thing is that I feel like childhood traumas become adult problems.
Right?
If you don't deal with it as a child, because a lot of us, like Wayne said earlier, therapy was shunned upon
Facts.
in the black community.
Yeah.
A lot of things, we could have had an uncle in our family that molested the girls. Whatever happens in our house, stay in our house.
Facts.
We all spawned from that. So now you're asking us to grow up and just open our minds to so many different things where some people just have tunnel vision.
Yeah.
That's just all they see.
Yeah.
They never gonna be able to open their mind like you were. But for me, I feel like as a black man, growing up in the days and times that we're growing up in now, you have to break the generational curse with your sons
Yeah.
and your daughters.
Facts, 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 facts.
Yeah, you have to raise them how you want, because the same thing that you allow your son to do, you're not gonna allow your daughter to do. You kind of get
1,000. I'm with you 1,000%.
So
Yeah.
for me, I just feel like when you're saying how we break this, I think the only way that you break it is through mindset and how you feel. Because like you said about Maya Angelou, the double standard is Malcolm X was the same person.
Absolutely.
The
Facts.
same,
Facts.
the
Facts.
same thing.
Facts.
But it's the double standard that us black men, and I'm not shunning on black women, because I think black women have it way harder than a black man. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to relationships and building a strong fortification, I think a lot of relationships are built just on money. Like you don't see me as the person that I am. You only put value on me by what my bank account says.
See, that conversation I hate to hear.
But that's because that's new shit.
True. That's who you're seeking.
That's new
Yeah.
shit. What you talking about? That's this new shit.
That's the new. Yeah.
That's this new shit.
You gotta understand, society's changing. So there's a way for women right now, like he said, that they're making a certain amount of money. So if you ain't got the 6 figures and all of that, you won't even get the time and attention.
It's not about the money though.
Social media has created a world. Check it out. Social media has created a world of narcissistic women.
No, that's facts.
Narcissistic women also. No, it's not
Hold on. So we're gonna have this conversation, right? So let me just wrap this up, right? Because this seems like it's getting juicy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely have to have a part 2. Brother, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Social media. Instagram. Shabazz The OG. ShabazzTheOG.
Okay.
And if you do follow me, go to the link in my bio. Tap the link, go to my website, BazzTheOG.com, and grab a copy of my book, Flip Your Life.
Hey, yo, you heard what the man said. Y'all already know what it is. It's Mr. Williams with the I Talk Great podcast. And we out of here. Yeah.